Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Patriots are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Cowboys offense that wants to prove it can do some damage. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 8th. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Try and start this drive in the air. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on 2nd and 10 now. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way. There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. To throw now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stone. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
$10 still left on second down. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Whether slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They run a draw here on second down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
So that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Patriots send out their punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now they try the right side here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Room here to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. play action here on first down. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They'll set up a throw. They find some open field here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now a handoff looking right. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
The try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. 319. 319.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but you know, some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well, they're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you've got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Let's go. Blue landing.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Patriots right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Cowboys know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, Crawford's got the catch here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Cowboys up by a touchdown. We move late into the second. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And after the short pass, he'll score, which takes the lead to 3. Offense on the field now after the fumble. Boots the target here and ends up working for a touchdown as they move out in front 10-7. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Gillette Stadium for the start of the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. New England on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And some room to roam now. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a little dip. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Floating one, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
New England on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
New England on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Avoids him at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got some space here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throw left side complete. It's Stone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stone. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the give, this is their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, leads him behind on the spin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
Or mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
They'll set up a throw. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one incomplete. And too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing an intentional grounding call.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Atkins. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here we go now. Over.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. Boom, landing. Boom, landing.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hang on now. Green, 39. Green.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now a handoff as they run left side. And now running right through it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Atkins. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Patriots, The win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.